Welcome back to Altitude Addicts. Today, we are breaking down how Russia is completely transforming global nuclear construction into a rapid, factory-style assembly line. We will uncover how standardized reactor designs, icebreaker-derived mini power plants, and experimental closed-loop fuel systems are reshaping the entire energy landscape. Stick around because the economic and geopolitical scale of this shift is something you definitely do not want to miss. Rosatom is in the process of establishing a brand new model for nuclear power plant construction. This strategy is based on strict standardization, serial production, and the maximum reuse of proven designs, all while rapidly expanding its international footprint. During a recent high-level meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Rosatom Director General Alexei Likachev disclosed a striking figure. The state corporation is actively negotiating approximately 50 new nuclear projects across roughly 15 different countries. At present, Rosatom is already constructing 28 power units of varying capacities across 9 nations. That extensive roster includes Belarus, Uzbekistan, India, China, Turkey, Egypt, Iran, Bangladesh, and Hungary. Furthermore, official agreements have been signed for an additional 17 power units across 6 countries: Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Myanmar, Kyrgyzstan, and Ethiopia. The long-term nature of these atomic initiatives is where things get genuinely strategic. A nuclear power plant is not something you simply build, hand over the keys, and walk away from. Throughout its operational lifespan of 60 or even 80 years, the facility demands continuous fuel supplies, specialized maintenance, digital upgrades, and technical support. As a result, constructing a plant creates deep, multi-generational economic and technological dependencies between Russia and the host nation. When you actually stop and think about it, building a massive reactor abroad is basically locking 2 governments together for almost a century. Russian state loans are frequently used to finance these overseas builds, with the money flowing back into the domestic economy through long-term foreign currency revenues, operational servicing, and fuel contracts. The Akkuyu nuclear power plant in Turkey is the premier example of this build, own, and operate framework in action. If you are enjoying this breakdown, make sure to stay locked in right here on Altitude Addicts. Coming up next, we are getting into the exact engineering innovations making this modular push possible, along with the radical mini reactors powering the Arctic frontier. So do not go anywhere. Driven by the sheer volume of this international portfolio, the Russian nuclear sector is pivoting away from treating each build as a bespoke megaproject toward an industrial conveyor belt model. Vladimir Putin explicitly assigned the industry the task of developing standardized power units that can be rolled out serially with unprecedented speed. Alongside modern digital design and predictive simulation tools, the VVER-1200 and VVER-TOI reactor platforms form the core foundation of this standard lineup. The guiding philosophy is to leave the core architecture unchanged, regardless of geographical destination. Engineers then only need to modify site-specific requirements such as local seismic activity, extreme weather conditions, or grid parameters. This standardized approach can slash construction timelines by roughly 20%, while driving down capital expenditure across materials and heavy equipment. The industry is effectively turning atomic engineering from artisanal fabrication into high-volume manufacturing. Right at the center of this standardization drive sits the VVER-TOI, which stands for Typical Optimized Power Unit. The blueprint places immense focus on fail-safe safety architecture, capable of withstanding extreme environmental shocks, airplane impacts, and heavy seismic events through multiple independent physical barriers. The design also integrates passive safety systems that kick in automatically without needing any external electricity. A dedicated core melt localization device, commonly known as a core catcher, is permanently stationed under the reactor vessel to safely capture and cool molten fuel during an emergency. Natural circulation of cooling water and ambient airflow keeps the unit stable even during a total electrical blackout. The Kursk Nuclear Power Plant, number 2, is currently building the pilot units for this architecture, serving as the proving ground for future rollouts. Seeing these massive concrete containment domes being stamped out like interchangeable parts is just wild to witness. Planners are already evaluating this exact setup for upcoming power installations across several other domestic regions. We are just getting to the most revolutionary part of the story. Stay tuned, because up next we examine the experimental fast neutron reactors and closed fuel loops that could eliminate nuclear waste entirely. So stay with us. Beyond massive gigawatt stations, a second major pillar of serial production involves small modular reactors derived from the RITM marine propulsion family. Originally developed to power Russia's nuclear icebreaker fleet, these compact reactor modules are engineered specifically for maximum factory prefabrication rather than complex on-site assembly. Specialized heavy manufacturing facilities like Atomash and ZO Podolsk build, test, and seal the compact reactor modules entirely under controlled conditions before shipping them out. The fewer delicate welding and fabrication jobs you have to do in freezing mud thousands of miles away, the faster and cheaper the whole build becomes. This dramatically lowers construction unpredictability and shortens on-site installation schedules. This modular capability is vital for remote northern territories where severe weather and non-existent roads make traditional construction impossible. A ground-based small modular station is currently underway near Ust-Kuiga in Yakutia, while higher output RITM installations are being prepared for industrial mining hubs like Norilsk. Export revenue is only part of the equation, as Russia also faces an enormous domestic modernization mandate. National plans call for a major expansion of installed nuclear capacity by the year 2045, targeting substantial new builds across the Urals, Siberia, and the Russian Far East. Over the same period, nuclear generation is projected to rise to roughly 1/4 of the national electricity mix. Trying to execute a build-out of that magnitude using one-off bespoke blueprints would be logistical suicide. Serial production creates the opposite momentum, where lessons learned on Unit 1 instantly optimize Unit 2, while factories crank out standardized parts without retooling. Here at Altitude Addicts, we track these industrial shifts closely, and the phrase conveyor belt clearly means the total industrialization of every stage, from initial blueprints to end-of-life servicing. Not every branch of nuclear technology fits neatly onto this standard assembly line just yet. Advanced fast neutron reactors occupy a specialized category where commercial operations at the Beloyarsk plant are paired with ambitious pilot programs rather than mass deployment. The flagship example is the breakthrough project in Seversk within the Tomsk region, centered on the VVER-1200 lead-cooled fast reactor. Its mission goes far beyond generating grid power by demonstrating a fully closed nuclear fuel cycle, where spent fuel is reprocessed and recycled back into the reactor core. If fully realized, this technology could solve the global nuclear waste dilemma and multiply available fuel reserves by orders of magnitude. Fast reactors remain on a distinct development path because of their sheer metallurgical and technological complexity. Their immediate objective is proving the commercial viability of a fourth-generation platform rather than churning out identical mass-market units today. Russia is pursuing two parallel tracks, standardized VVER and RITM lines for immediate global rollout, alongside fourth-generation closed cycles for the future. As Rosatom balances dozens of simultaneous international contracts, transforming reactors into predictable, manufactured products gives it a massive competitive edge on the global stage. We thank the people who have liked and shared the videos and subscribed to the channel. We also thank the people who have hyped the videos.